walk us through what happened before the fight and during the fight, and what you remember after the fight. Because my sense is that that's a whole lot of adrenaline and cortisol running through your body, that for a lot of people that just cements the memory even more, and it makes it even more vivid. Other people, it kind of blocks the memory, but for a lot of people it just makes it even more vivid.
Oh
So
no,
yeah, walk us
not
through
for
that.
me. Okay, so don't judge the instructor, but one of the methods for trying to get me to lose weight was to put on the stick fighting gear, which weighs 4 kilos. Now this was the day before, and with weigh-ins for boxing, you actually weigh in the same night you're actually fighting, so you have to be that weight. And obviously, you know, you got to watch what you eat. I was literally down to tuna. It took me 2 years to eat tuna again. I just didn't even want to see a can of tuna. The other thing that we did, so going back to dressing me up in this 4 kilo of armor, we actually had a little swig of vodka to sweat it out. So this was in the morning, and then we went for a bit of a jog. So I think I went a couple of Ks wearing this 4 kilos, and we managed to drop the weight. The other thing that he did was a really good psychological thing, was change the scales. So he made the scales a couple of kilos heavier, so then you knew that you're under. I didn't know this at the time. He told me after the fact, of course, because he didn't want you to sort of affect the way you eat and drink and whatever. So leading up to the fight, I actually thought that I was still going to be over, because I was dressed in my jeans and a tank top. And usually you should weigh in your, you know, as a female, weigh in with your bikini. But because I was so anxious and everything was building up to that moment, I'd forgotten to bring my bikini. And he's like, no, you'll be fine in jeans and a tank top. And I'm like, no, I'm not. Oh my God, what if I'm still over? Of course, I was well and truly under. I was 57.5 by memory with jeans and a t-shirt. And it was like, you've got to be joking. And he starts laughing, saying, yeah, I changed the scales, so I knew you were going to be under. So then getting into the ring, you know, you've got everyone watching, your friends, people that don't even want to see it have turned up, because some of my clients. Obviously, like I said, I did lose. She was a bit more experienced than me, but I didn't get knocked out, which is a plus. But it was an amazing experience after the fact, because you realize you could actually do anything. Like, it sounds, I don't know, cliche, I guess, but you can. It was like, oh my God, I've just survived being in the ring, 3 rounds or whatever it was, 2 minutes. You know, someone's actually hitting you and vice versa, and you're trying to win this fight. And of course, I didn't have those experiences of the outer body, because you didn't sort of know until you got in there. And that's when it sort of started happening. But of course, you can mistake that for just anxiety. Like my first fight, I don't know what to expect. But unfortunately, that sort of followed me through to some of the other fights.